Why, in your opinion, is the Western world not particularly outraged by the bombing of Iran, and even almost praises for, as they say, the dirty work that Israel does? Well, it's the biggest cynics there, and the rest say that Israel has the right to self-defense, as Macron said. Self-defense against what? If every country is allowed the right to self-defense, enshrined in the Charter, it is interpreted in such a way that I decide for myself when I apply my right, and I do not want to look around at the un-charter, but it will be, of course, not peace and order, but complete chaos, and, as the President said today, the Third World may loom very close. Well, but their bias, and not even bias, but their focus on using Ukraine against Russia, it's no longer hidden. Russia is being demonized. Even the word demonized does not quite reflect this kind of animal aggression in rhetoric, in actions. Especially there, the female part is allocated to the European Commission. It's sad. And as the President said in his speech at the Forum, and in his other speeches, these are our neighbors, and we are not going to shut them out. But they have to change their behavior, and then we'll see what they come to us with. Because there are no more promises about common human values, about some kind of space from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean. But at this stage it's ridiculous to talk. They have completely discredited themselves, especially when, to the detriment of their peoples. And this was also discussed today in the President's speech. They almost completely abandoned Russian energy carriers, to the detriment of their peoples, swallowed a terrorist act on the northern streams. All this costs hundreds of billions of euros and affects the well-being of their population. And what is happening now with Europe, and with the European economy, what is happening in the social sphere of the EU countries, I think, is a brilliant confirmation of that. And they are trying to maintain this aggressiveness by inertia, but in order to somehow keep the population in check. So this kind of life in the West has shown its true face more than once, first of all Europe. Now is another such period.